So, you know Fern, right? The channel behind those viral cinematic documentary videos everyone's watching right now? Well, I created a cloning prompt that lets you recreate that exact style in just a few clicks. Take a look at this video I made using it.
On March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 prepared for what should have been a routine overnight journey from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing. Minutes later, the aircraft disappeared from civilian radar. No distress call, no emergency signal, no indication that anything had gone wrong. Air traffic controllers stared at empty screens as confusion quickly turned into alarm. The plane had simply vanished. But investigators soon uncovered something deeply disturbing. Military radar suggested the aircraft had not crashed immediately. Military ships, surveillance aircraft, and deep-sea scanning equipment searched millions of square kilometers of open ocean.
Everything you just saw was created using a single prompt. No complex setup, no advanced editing skill, just one prompt doing all the heavy lifting. And honestly, that's not the best part. In this video, I'm going to teach you step by step how to create this style of videos from scratch. But before that, take a second to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications if you like videos like this and so you don't miss out on the next one. Now for this tutorial, you're going to need a chatbot. Honestly, you can use whichever one you prefer, but I'll be using ChatGPT. Open ChatGPT and paste the prompt that I have pinned in the comments. It's a bit long, but make sure you copy the entire thing. Every detail matters here, and missing even a small part can affect your results. Once you've copied the prompt, head back into ChatGPT, paste it in, hit send, and just like that, you're officially setting everything in motion. Once you send it, ChatGPT will process everything and come back with a response that looks like this. A list of 10 different video ideas, all tailored to that cinematic documentary style. From here, just go through them and pick the one that stands out to you the most, because any of these can work. It really just depends on the story you want to tell. For me, I'm going with option 4, the one I just highlighted. So I'll type 4 into the chat and hit send. Once you do that, the chatbot will ask for your video length, and this part is important because it directly determines how many scenes your final video will have. I'm just going to type 2 minutes here, since I want the video to be around 2 minutes long. Hit send and let it process. This is where the full structure of your video really starts coming together. Once it processes everything, ChatGPT gives you a full cinematic breakdown of your video, from image generation prompts to animation prompts, voiceover scripts, and even sound design. It basically maps out your entire production from start to finish. And yeah, it even suggests a title if you want to use it. Everything handled in one place. Go ahead and copy the first image generation prompt. Then head over to your image generator. For me, I'm using Google Flow since it gives free access to Nano and Nano Pro, which means you can generate as many images as you want. Once you open Google Flow, click on New Project, and you'll be greeted with an interface that looks like this. This is where your visuals start to come to life. Now click on the Video tab so we can tweak a few settings. From there, switch over to Image Mode. Make sure your aspect ratio is properly selected and set your results to 1. Then for the model, go ahead and choose Nano 2. That's what we'll be using for this project. Go ahead and paste in your first image generation prompt, then hit generate.
And just like that, your first scene starts coming to life. Now, just review, download that fits your vision best. After selecting it, head back to your chatbot and copy the second image generation prompt so we can move on to the next scene. Now, head back to Google Flow, paste in the next prompt, and hit generate. In just a few seconds, your second image will be ready, and it should come out looking something like this. Just keep repeating the same process for the remaining scenes. I'll fast forward here. After that, we'll move straight into step 2, where things really start coming to life. Now we're switching things up and moving into the animation phase. Head back to ChatGPT and copy the first animation prompt. Then return to Google Flow and click on the Nano tab. From there, switch it to video mode. Set it to frames, not ingredients. Choose your aspect ratio and set results to 1. For the model, go with VO3 Lite so you don't burn through too many credits. Once that's set, upload your first image into the timeline. Paste in the animation prompt you copied and hit generate. After a few seconds, your first clip will be ready, and you'll notice how clean and cinematic it already looks. That's where things start getting exciting. Next, upload your second image into the timeline. Then jump back into ChatGPT and copy the second animation prompt. Come back to Google Flow, paste it in, hit generate, and let it process. Just like that, your second scene comes to life, and the flow of your documentary starts building naturally. Now just repeat the same process for your final scene. I'll fast forward here.
Once that's done, we'll move on to the next step, the voiceover generation. Now, for this part, head back to ChatGPT and locate the voiceover section. Just type in, "Give me all the voiceover prompts," and make it ready to copy. Hit send, and within a few seconds, you'll get a full voiceover script, clean and ready to use. Once you've got it, copy everything and head over to your voice generator. For me, I'm using 11 Labs. This is where your story finally gets its voice. And honestly, this is what makes everything feel real. Open 11 Labs, sign up, and you'll see this interference. Paste your script in. On the right side, you'll use a lot of voice. Choose whichever voice you like. I'm using Nathaniel. I'll type his name and click it. Once everything is ready, just hit generate. And just like that, your full voiceover is ready, clean and natural. Go ahead and download it, and then we move on to the final step, the editing part. Now, for the final step, import all your footage into CapCut. Once everything is in, drag your clips into the timeline in order. Then add your voiceover on top. From here, tweak the clip speed so everything lines up perfectly with the narration, and adjust the frame size to keep your visuals clean and distraction-free. Next, bring in some background music. I'm using one that I downloaded from Pixabay. If you're using CapCut's library, just be careful to avoid tracks with watermarks or copyright issues. Once everything feels smooth and polished, hit export.